Consider a man who knows he must establish an intimate relationship with God. However, he doesn't get the true feeling from his heart and feels everything he is doing for the Lord is done with fake emotions. In this case, how does one get the true feeling to worship God from his heart? Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu states in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nitya Siddhaha Krishna Premaha Sadhya Kabunoi. Our emotions, our feelings for Krishna are Nitya. They are eternally there in our heart. And Sadhya Kabunoi, it is not something which you can gain from outside. It is already there within our heart. But we have forgotten that relationship with Krishna, and because we have forgotten our eternal relationship with Krishna, we have forgotten our emotions or feelings of love also towards Krishna. Now, there is a process how to awaken that love again for Krishna. That process of awakening love for Krishna is called the path of Vaidhi Bhakti. In the process of Vaidhi Bhakti, we follow the several rules and regulations associated with Bhakti Yoga, such as chanting a prescribed minimum number of rounds of Hare Krishna mantra, following the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. Then we follow all the fasting on Ekadashi. We fast from grains on Ekadashi. And then on certain festival days like Janmashtami, Sri Ramanavami, we observe such festivities with fasting and various kinds of celebrations for the pleasure of the deities in the temple. And we worship the deities of Krishna in the temple. So these all multiple things together constitute the process of Vaidhi Bhakti, or Bhakti performed according to rules and regulations. In this stage of Vaidhi Bhakti, the prominent feeling in our heart is, this is my duty. My spiritual master, like Srila Prabhupada, he has ordered that I have to chant minimum 16 malas every day. So I chant with a sense of duty. I have to perform my duty towards my spiritual master, so I chant these rounds. I have to fast on Ekadashi, this is my duty, according to the vow I have given to my spiritual master, according to the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, I follow that. Like this, with a prominent sense of duty, I perform my Vaidhi Bhakti. So, dutifully I carry out the activities of Krishna consciousness, the activity of serving Krishna. Now, gradually, as I go on performing this Vaidhi Bhakti, what will happen? Anartha nivrittihi syat. All the anarthas in the heart start getting washed away. These anarthas are of many kinds: kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsarya, greed, anger, illusion, all, and envy. These enemies which are sitting, these contaminations which are sitting in our heart will gradually get washed out as we perform Vaidhi Bhakti. Another contamination that is there in our heart is the strong conception that I am this body. So even that conception is arising out of a sense of identification with my body. Actually, I am not the body. Although the body may get destroyed, I will continue to remain. So this misconception that I am the body is another contamination. As we go on performing Vaidhi Bhakti, we will come more and more out of the bodily concept of life. And so, when Anartha Nivritti has happened to a sufficient extent, all the contaminations in the heart have been cleansed, what will happen? We will develop Nishtha, we will become firmly fixed up in the process of Vaidhi Bhakti. Nobody can shake. No matter what happens, we will continue performing our devotional service. Our duty, sense of duty becomes very strong and fixed up. It will not waver under any circumstance. Even in the greatest danger and even in the midst of the greatest calamity, we will not waver from performing our duties in Krishna consciousness. And then slowly, when that nishtha, when that steadiness in our devotional service further enhances, we will come to the stage of ruchi. We will develop a taste. We start liking chanting Hare Krishna mantra. We start liking fasting on Ekadashi. We start liking coming for Mangala Arati. We start liking reading Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Initially, when we have to read Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, or we have to sit in a Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam class, we have to force ourselves to sit there, because out of a sense of duty we do it. But gradually, when rigidly we follow this practice of reading every day Prabhupada's books, 1 hour, every day hearing Bhagavatam class, every day hearing Bhagavad Gita, what happens? Our taste for hearing and following these things will gradually come out. So our taste, we will develop a taste. When we develop a taste, what happens is we like doing something. Just like if you have a taste for Rasgulla, we like to eat Rasgulla. If I don't have a taste for Rasgulla, if you give me Rasgulla, I'll say, Arey yaar, why you are giving me this? Give me something else. So when you develop a taste, you naturally like to do that activity. And then when that taste for rendering devotional service to Krishna further enhances, we will come to the stage of asakti. We will become attached to it. We cannot live without it. If I don't chant in a day, I will not be able to sleep, I will not be able to live, I will not be able to maintain my life within myself. Without serving Krishna, without serving Prabhupada, my spiritual master, I cannot live. It becomes like breathing for me. Can we live without breathing? We cannot. Similarly, we become so attached to serving Prabhupada and Krishna that we cannot live without it. That is the stage of asakti. And when we cross that stage also, then we come to the stage of bhava bhakti, where all transcendental emotions will manifest. This is the stage of ecstatic love of Krishna. And then further we go and we come to the stage of Krishna Prema. We fall in love with Krishna. Our love for Krishna is again awakened. And at that stage, we remember who we are in the spiritual world. And then further, on the stage of Krishna Prema, there are further stages. Mana, Anuraga, Preeti, etc. All these kind of things also, it will continue. So, there is a stage at which the emotions will manifest. Until such emotions manifest on their own, when our heart has been sufficiently purified and cleansed of all the material contaminations, we have to perform devotional service dutifully with a sense of duty. It is not a fake emotion. We are not faking any emotion. We are doing our service as a matter of duty. Because Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Krishna says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that we have to serve Krishna. All the acharyas have said we have to serve Krishna. Prabhupada, my guru, is saying that I have to serve Krishna. So, it is my duty to serve Krishna. On the platform of duty, we render devotional service. Gradually, the other items will become fixed up. Then we'll develop a taste. Then we'll become attached. And then emotions will start coming out. The natural emotions for Krishna will come out on its own automatically. We don't have to artificially do anything. So, these are not fake things. This is the natural way in which our Krishna consciousness is again awakened. Okay.